Hello, thank you for tuning in, and today we are going to talk about Elementor Web Designers from India. There are many advantages when it comes to web design with Elementor. So basically, what is WordPress? WordPress is a content management system, and with WordPress it's much easier to make websites. And today smaller websites, almost all small websites are made with WordPress. And one of the main tools to build these websites is Elementor. It is, I would say, much easier to build a website with Elementor than with the traditional tools like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So if you have a small and simple website which you have created in Photoshop, maybe a web designer or Photoshop designer has created a web layout, then an Elementor web designer could create the same Photoshop design in Elementor. On the one side, Elementor is not that much, let's say, you cannot go that much into detail with Elementor with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but still you can have a really good output, and that is why Elementor is so much in demand nowadays. And there are also other similar drag and drop builders like Elementor, like Divi or WP Bakery. But Elementor is the one which is currently rising rapidly, and a lot of people are looking for Elementor developers or Elementor web designers. And I would say the difference between a designer and a developer is like the Elementor developer web designer will do the front end of the website, and in the back end you can do stuff with plugins. But if you need custom backend stuff, then you need a WordPress backend developer. So the Elementor web designer would not be able to do the backend stuff. It's something you should keep in mind. But if you want to have like simple or like maybe standard backend stuff, then you can do it with plugins from WordPress, and then you don't need a backend web developer, and you can do just the front end design for the websites. And when it comes to let's say Elementor, then you should also consider that not all experienced front-end developers are ready to work with Elementor. So it's always better to look for front-end developers or front-end web designers who are maybe less experienced with like 2, 3, 4, 5 years experience, because maybe someone who has 7, 8, 9 years experience might not be ready to work with a drag and drop builder, which might be much easier from the perspective of an HTML, CSS, JavaScript developer, because it's basically you have a tool, a graphical user interface, where you just drag and drop stuff, and also maybe some simple HTML and CSS only is needed. But the thing is, with Elementor, you need a good amount of experience to actually be able to build good websites. So that is why I'm saying you need a web designer, but someone who has less experience and who is ready to learn Elementor. Because also in India, you might not be able to find actually Elementor developers. You might be able to find junior or maybe mid-level front-end designers, and you need to ask them, okay, please learn Elementor. And that is how you go about and find developers in Elementor here in India. You can contact companies like Software-Developer-India.com. Just go to Software-Developer-India.com and contact us. We will help you find the developers. We will hire them in our name, and then they will work full time for you, which has, of course, the advantage because Indian web designers like to work for foreign clients, but they need a company where they can work from India. So if you have more questions, you can contact me, maybe on how to find web designers in India, or maybe you have questions how to go about the search of Elementor developers, or maybe you can also write in the comments what is your experience with Elementor, whether it is a good tool, and whether you are preferring HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and other frameworks, JavaScript frameworks for front-end development, or you are actually also preferring Elementor. Subscribe to this channel. Love to hear from you. Till then, bye.